Okay, welcome back to Kamusta Ka Brew. We're talking with an influencer. It's amazing when I get to know about his story. I was surprised actually when I get to see na, oy, nasa Davao na pala siya. He's a social entrepreneur, which is a nice calling because as I've been taking courses on it, I think we need more of this social entrepreneurship, especially it's not just about profits, it's about how you can help the society become better. And he's a founder of Cacao Culture.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for having me. Tommy, hi.
Kasi yun yung share ko parang, uy, nasa Davao na si Kenneth nasa Davao na. What was what made you decide going to Davao and how you discovered this Cacao Culture business?
Okay, so in 2016, I actually got married and kami ng wife ko have been corporate workers in Manila. Siguro mga 4 or 5 years. For her, 8 years, no? In corporate Manila. And also, parang nasa background namin talaga IT eh. And when we decided to move to Davao in 2016, it was more of a lifestyle change. No, we realized na parang living in Manila, yung stress ng traffic, the cost of living. So it took a toll on us and we evaluated our lives na if we were to start a family, do we want it to be here in Manila or habang maaga pa or we just got married, maybe we could try and explore other cities in the Philippines and see where we could create an opportunity for us. So dun talaga nag-stem yung reasoning namin why we moved, no? So when we moved to Davao, we looked around for opportunities kasi ganun naman talaga pag if you're an entrepreneur, you really wanted to see kung ano yung pwede and ano yung possible for you to explore. So when we got into Davao, we were exposed to one of the bigger industries that they have, which was agriculture. Now, kasi in Manila, I think yung mga businesses that were exposed to madalas food, yung mga coffee shop, yung mga stores, di ba, buying and selling, very, kumbaga, retail-oriented and fast-paced, no? Pagdating namin sa Davao, we looked at agriculture and cacao was presented to us as an opportunity that we thought that we could be interested in. So doon kami nag-start. We talked with the Department of Trade and Industry here in Davao City. And they pointed us to mga training, mga educational seminars that we could get into. And from there, yung curiosity namin and the passion namin for cacao and Philippine chocolates grew and grew. No? And then that's when we decided, okay, let's start Cacao Culture. And we've been doing this for almost 5 years.
Siguro yung now that you mentioned about how you discovered it, what were the challenges? Kasi syempre yung business, maraming mabilis sumuko eh. Sabi nga sa studies na a business will last 3 to 5 years. And ang Pilipino, basta kung ano yung click, doon na lang. Doon talaga, tapos pag hindi na, ayoko na. Suko na ako. Parang it's more of a copy-paste. But when you're discovering this kind of business, what were the challenges and how it helped you lasted also for almost 5 years?
I think for one, siguro yung gusto ko muna sagutin is why we lasted for so long, no? 5 years. To be honest, parang ganun din yung dilemma namin na parang there are a lot of times na parang mahirap na gawin and then mapapaisip ka, tama pa ba itong ginagawa ko? So, I think what stuck with us was more yung innate passion for Philippine chocolates. Kasi parang na-discover namin itong cacao. To be honest, we didn't know that we could actually grow this in the Philippines, no, at that time. And then nung nakita namin, okay, ganito pala gumawa ng chocolate. Tapos na-realize namin, okay, with the information available on the internet, research, mga trainings. So sabi ko, I think we can try, no? We can try it. And then doon na nag-start din yung passion ng wife ko into making chocolate. So feeling ko kahit mahirap, you wake up each day working with chocolate. So parang doon pa lang naisip ko, okay na rin siguro. Tama naman tong ginagawa natin. Pero at the same time, we also had this notion of we're doing this not just for ourselves. We're doing this para may kabuhayan yung mga tao namin, yung mga employees namin, and also our farmers. No? So definitely it was beyond ourselves what we're thinking. No? So that's why we also pursue this business. In terms of the challenges, I think in any business, may mga initial challenges yan talaga. One would be, alam mo ba yung pinapasukan natin, no? So if kami, wala kaming background in agriculture talaga. So our background is more, ako, manufacturing operations, and yung wife ko is mas IT. So agriculture was not parang part of our education or background. So it was really more into sifting through the information, trying to figure out, okay, what will work for us, what doesn't work for us. And then lang, maraming trial and error. And then siguro next would be yung expectations, setting expectations. Feeling ko kasi sa atin, even in the Philippines, meron tayong set expectations na pag nagnegosyo ka, yayaman ka, or parang may overnight success. Kasi minsan yun yung nakikita natin sa media eh. I think wala talagang overnight success. No? So there's always going to be the daily grind of working it hard, and then no one is going to see it. Ang makikita na lang talaga nila is that you're doing well or you're doing pretty good. So ang ano natin doon is that baka may mismatch sa expectation na pag nag-start ka ng negosyo, madali siya or yayaman ka na agad. It's going to be hard, pero for me it was eye-opening, and also you grow as a person. You grow as a person in terms of the things that you learn, the things that you handle, how you interact with people. So yun yung mga nakikita naming growth. So yun yung mga challenges, and also why we have been doing this for 5 years now.
Now that you mentioned also, balikan yung earlier na kasi may mga maganda kayong ginagawa din. Maybe you can expound on this na what were the fulfilling things of doing this? Kasi social entrepreneurship it's rare, though we get to hear it, but people don't see how valuable it is. What makes it so fulfilling in your situation? Bakit na hindi madali pero nagustuhan nyo pa rin? What's so fulfilling about social entrepreneurship or cacao culture?
For us internally, no, like when we decided to start a business, we set it on ourselves that we need to help other people. I think kasi nandun na kami sa point in our time na parang I think this needs to be more than ourselves. Kasi minsan kasi when you start a business, it's going to be, okay, ako, kaya ko to lahat. Parang ganun yung ano natin mentality that we are going at it alone, or we're going at it na parang me against the world kind of thing, no? Pero for us, when we set out our business, parang gusto naming one, makatulong, pero at the same time, it should be sustainable. So the business should be earning for us to be able to continuously help others. Kasi if hindi, it will just die. The business will just die kung hindi siya sustainable. So ang initial point of pagpasok namin sa business is one, we wanted to provide employment, pero yung employment na talagang medyo above pa ng minimum wage, yung mga ganun ba. So we're offering them things that for other companies might be normal, pero baka kasi pag-expose ka sa farming, agriculture, marami silang mga hindi nakukuha na benefits and other things like that. So we set it out na dapat meron silang mga benefits talaga, dapat they know how to handle their own money, diba? So parang we infused financial literacy education. We try to educate them in terms of saving money, where to put it, ano mga investment na pwede nilang gawin to be safe. Kasi marami po kasing mga scams na nangyayari where people prey people take advantage of mga tao or our fellow Filipinos na hindi masyadong maalam sa how to handle their money. So, minsan mababaon sa utang. So, that's what, for us, it's a personal achievement that they are able to save money. They have their own savings. It's a personal achievement also that we are able to help them get out of debt or wala na silang utang sa kanilang mga kakilala. So, doon. And then from there, they are also passionate about the work that they're doing, no? Sa farm or even sa production or even sales. So yun yung balik din, no? The work that they do nag-improve.
Goro yung I try to sum up what you're teaching us, so what you're sharing, na I get to think of two words eh. One is explore. I guess parang when you explored na, why not try Davao? Tas from there, you explored opportunities where you discovered cacao. I guess that's one thing that came to my mind eh. Kasi parang yung na-discover nyo perfect din sa situation. Especially that there are more studies saying that farming, well, in a way, agriculture or farming is helpful to our health. Very helpful. So dalawa daw eh. It's either pets or farming. Yun yung makakatulong na yan sa tao eh. Parang bagay yung business niya for the situation also. And second is, I guess, nisip ko maraming taong naiinip ng kating-kating magbakasyon because of the situation. Maybe your story is a good advice on kung magbabakasyon ka na lang din, why not explore something where you can really, like in your case, social entrepreneurship, nakatulong pa yung decision nyo just to move out of metro. Kasi ang mali na most is nandiyan trabaho sa metro, mag-metro tayo, so ang sikip dito, but because of this situation or ECQ, biglang nagka-ghost town, kaya itong building namin mukhang nag-ghost town na ulit because people moved out again because of fearing of the situation. Second is, I like what you shared is, one word is experiment. I guess yung mali na most aspiring entrepreneurs is copy-paste. But in your case, you just have to experiment. It's not perfect, trial and error, which is, for this to last almost 5 years, tagang continuous lang eh, not perfect. So at the same time, yung expectation, I guess yung the other word is expectation. You have to lower down the expectation kasi hindi instant eh. Hindi instant yung gagawin. Sabi nga, I think it's Jack Ma or something, the feeling of success will come at the year 10. The feeling of success. So hindi pa success yun, feeling of success pa lang. Sabi ko, kaya pala ganun pala yung dapat yung iniisip din natin. No shortcuts, you just keep trying. So before we end, yung ask ko na lang, before you promote anything, yung products or anything, what are your advice for aspiring entrepreneurs or aspiring cacao na rin? Kasi hindi mo maisip ang cacao eh. Maybe this is a good way also promoting. What's your advice?
Siguro in terms of general advice for entrepreneurs or yung mga nag-iisip na pumasok sa entrepreneurship or business, ang pinaka advice would be to prepare yourself in a sense na parang mahirap siya eh. Parang ayoko kasing takutin, no? Pero it's a challenge kasi to run a business. Kasi every day, you have to think about it eh. Parang, especially sa beginning and sa start, na kailangan mo siyang isipin almost 24/7 na kasi negosyo mo yan. So all the things that you have to think about nakasalalay sa'yo. And then once you grow your team, that's when you are able to incorporate other people into it, no? Pero at the very beginning, baka ma-overwhelm lang. Pero ang advice ko lang is take your time, look at it in terms of ano yung ipa-prioritize mo. Kasi hindi naman siya yung sinasabi nga natin na hindi ka magiging perfect eh. So there are things that you need to prioritize muna, that you need to fix, and then saka may papasok yung ibang things. So yun yung one, is to be able to look at it objectively and then prioritize things. And then second siguro, to be honest, madami. Pero ang pinaka-advice ko for new entrepreneurs is do your homework kung ano yung ipapasukin nating industry. Kasi most likely, you might be coming from a different industry. Okay. And then papasok ka sa negosyo that's totally different from your background. Meron din naman siguro mga opportunities that are within your capacity or within your talent na mas madali mong maintindihan. No? Pero usually kasi opportunities come na hindi siya necessarily connected to what you have been doing, especially if you're working in the corporate. No? So, do the research. Yun lang yung dalawang advice na pwede kong maibigay for anyone starting. And then yung second question mo, Tommy, was about
ano yung papromote mo? Kasi parang mas may ideas sa Cacao. May idea mo sa Cacao.
Ano yung mga entrepreneurs sa Cacao? Feeling ko, I think in general, for me, not necessarily cacao, no? For Philippine agriculture, kasi cacao is just one aspect of it, no? Pero you have Philippine coffee. There's a lot of things that are locally grown, locally sourced. And pinaka-advice ko siguro is to be able to not just do business in that sector, pero even if, let's say, you're into food business, tying up with a locally producing company or social enterprise or a local, let's say, agriculture company, and you use their raw materials or you use their products to create or add value to your food products or to your offering sa market, malaking tulong yun talaga in terms of the economic kumbaga rebuilding natin for the Philippines, no? We need to help those companies that are providing livelihoods to the farmers. And one way to do that is to be able to, one, consume it as a regular person, and then two, to be able to use their products in your business as an entrepreneur. Kasi parang multiplier effect yun, Tommy. No? So in terms of the business, it's business helping other business. Parang yun yung nakikita kong way how we could get out of this pandemic together.
Siguro may additional question ako kasi, is there anything that aspiring entrepreneurs must take? May mga kailangan bang trainings? Kasi I guess probably it can help also, especially for aspiring entrepreneurs. May mga ganun ba na kailangang i-take, or are there available resources that in a way it's free kasi mahirap talaga gumastos niyan? Can you recommend anything?
Siguro if I could recommend one thing for any entrepreneur na starting out talaga is how to handle money.
Okay.
Kasi essentially when you are starting out, paano mo ba i-budget? paano mo i-record yung expenses. Kasi as solo entrepreneur, ang usual failings is that yung money for the household gets mixed with the money in the business. Kasi we assume that when we own the business, yung money dyan is our own money. And minsan, nagbo-blur na yung lines ng expense eh. I-charge ko ba to sa business? I-charge ko ba to sa sarili kong expense? So they need to realize that this business entity that they're starting is a different entity. Hiwalay yan sa personal na tao and personal expense natin. And most of the time, businesses fail kasi masyado nang blurred yung lines ng expense. So minsan, hindi natin nakikita na struggling na yung business and then kumukuha pa rin tayo ng money doon. So hindi siya apples to apples when we try to objectively see what this business is or how this business is doing. So I think yun yung one is how to financially handle owning a business.
Thank you. Siguro, I'll try to remember what you taught. Well, in business, you have to take your time. take your time. Hindi pwedeng instant. So, hindi talaga to madali din eh. And what I like about what you shared is you try to do your homework. Do your homework. Talagang maybe because siguro I hope I don't say anything negative. Siguro kasi meron tayong perception na once tapos ka na mag-aral, alam ko na lahat. Alam ko na lahat. So, aral nakakatamad na yan. Alam ko na yan. We don't like that feeling na to study again. Kita ko right now when people ask me, why are you still studying? Kasi hindi ko talaga alam eh. I finished a specialization on HR. I try to study these things. Kasi ito mga needs ng companies. I have to know it myself. I don't have to be an expert. At least, kahit konti may alam ako, kaysa naman pagharap ko doon, nagmumukha akong ewan na anong sasabi niya. Eh, tayo Pilipino, parang, di pala nagigets ng, hindi natin nagigets wala yung nangyari na. So, take your time, do your homework, and I guess I like what you shared on the discipline, on the finances. Talagang, kahit sabihin mo, sole prop lang yan, treat that as a separate entity. Para lang makikita mo din yung actual performance ng business. So, that's a good advice actually. It's a very timely advice. So, I hope this interview helps. Thank you, Kenneth, for taking time actually. Medyo busy din to eh. So, busy din. Especially, I haven't seen this person for more than 20 years.
Matagal na.
20 years na. Kasi nag-graduate tayo 20 years ago. So, tagal na rin. How do they find you?
So right now, Cacao Culture, during the pandemic, has shifted most of our sales online na. No? So you can look for us sa Shopee, sa Lazada, and you could visit our website, www.cacaoculture.ph.
So, cacaoculture.ph.
Yeah.
And social media then, is that the same name that you're using in social media or just the website?
Facebook and Instagram, it's cacaoculture.ph. Cacaoculture.ph.
Okay, cacaoculture.ph. So thank you, Kenneth, for your time, and I hope the viewer learns from this and hope you join us again for our next coffee break.